It's been a day and I'm already struggling with OBS again. Holy shit. Yeah. Hello everybody. I hope you're doing well. It's your neat idol Liso here, and yeah, let's just have a nice, um, just a nice cooling down. Just chat a bit. Talk about the events of yesterday. Hello. Hi Red. Welcome. Welcome. I hope you're alright. I hope things haven't digressed. Maybe even gotten better. Who knows? Yeah. And the last chatting stream was what, a few days ago, but that barely counts. I still played the game then. So today we're just gonna focus completely just chatting. Yeah. Oh my god. First collab yesterday, huh? And we went from 80s to 90s. Yay! Yay! 100 soon. Surely 100 soon. Very soon. Just 7 more. Just 7 more. Oh damn it. Yeah, usually I thought I had the loading screen on, and the funny thing about playing with the OBS is that um the funny thing is there's you can do go live from the OBS, or you can do go live from YouTube itself. Now I did go live from YouTube itself, but but it didn't like process it in my OBS for some reason, and usually I never have a problem with that, but for some reason today Fukuro didn't want to pop out. I don't know why. Fukuro was tired of rolling. Fukuro was a bit tired of getting sent to roll around. But no problem. We have her right here. She's a bit tired of rolling, so she's here to sit. She'll be here to sit instead. Yeah, so with accompaniment of Fukuro with us today, let's look over on yesterday's collab. Oh my god. I was so frozen. I swear, it was so hard trying to come up with something. Oh my god. Hopefully not here. I remember the beginning of when we started opening the stream with each other. Um, when we were checking if each other's stream was up already. Uh, one of the I did check like his stream for a little bit just to make sure my voice was there, and I saw one of the comments say that my audio was bad. I mean, it's just like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. My good mic isn't here. I felt bad I couldn't give offer better audio quality because of my mic. Please forgive me for my $5 earphone and built-in mic. I will have a better mic setup, I swear. It'll be a while. It'll be there. It'll be there. Yeah, but maybe hopefully I'll learn audio over time and make it better. And yeah, we're just gonna play it around, and the way the conversation flowed was kind of random. I did notice that it was kind of hard like processing because we were both trying to look at chat at the same time as like keep conversation with each other, and his chat was moving, right? His chat was just like scrolling around along, so it made me a bit confused whether like he was addressing it to me or his chat. So like halfway through, I did just kind of resort to just muting every time I was talking to you guys. Um, but maybe I should learn to kind of pick up cues and stuff. There was also that charisma class thing he did bring up a little bit halfway, sometime through the stream. Yeah. And he said there were like YouTube videos. I was about to check on it, but I was on YouTube for a bit, and this anime called Kotaro Lives Alone. It popped up on my feed, and I've been watching clips of it all day instead of doing other stuff. It's fine. I'm the king of bad audio, so it's no problem. We get used to it. I don't remember if I mentioned it before, but when I was younger and I couldn't like save music on my own into um, audio apps like Apple Music or Spotify. Like we didn't have Spotify back then, so I would take voice memos. Uh, because I didn't know how to work around like downloading in downloading audios and then transferring it to Apple Music. Because I didn't really have, I wasn't allowed. Not it's not I wasn't allowed to, but um, it was a parent. It was like a family computer, so I didn't want to mess with it. I was scared of messing up with the files, and I would put the microphone of my iPod next to the speaker of the computer and record it straight, and that's where all my music came from. And the way I use my own shuffle is I would just scroll through everything. I would just scroll and just randomly pick something. Oh, those were the times. And then I learned how to do the Apple Music thing where you don't have to buy music and, you know, pirate the music. You did illegal things. I spent all night watching Takaki-san. That's nice, Takaki-san. I see. I've only watched clips of it. Seems cute. That would sound very low quality. It was. You get used to it though. There were times where you could hear the shuffling where I had to readjust the phone. But eventually I just got over it because it was either that or no music at all. Because I was very conservative about my data, cause I think I didn't get a lot of data a month. No, 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 no. I got no, no. I got a decent amount, but it gets used up very quickly, and especially when you're streaming like live from YouTube or stuff. Um, I think it just had to do with the Indonesia, because that time I was in Indonesia. The Indonesian quality, I guess. I don't know. It might be wrong of me to say that, but uh, when I use my data, if you used Instagram for a bit and just watch some videos, that would be like 500 MB gone in an instant. So it was really hard to pace the amount. Now that here in Australia, I buy like a yearly package instead for data, but it's easier to manage. It doesn't like get used up as quickly. So yeah, so I was really conservative of my data, so that's why I resorted to that instead of just streaming straight from YouTube. But then I learned about good audio quality, and I've never reverted back to those recording days ever since. It seems so sad because I would refuse to turn on my data when I was out, especially if I had like and it's like 4 gigs left, and 4 gigs looks like so much, but 4 gigs was almost like what, maybe 1 gig to me at that time. So I would just turn it off, and no one could contact me. It was like that was especially when I had a phone already. Um, no one would contact me. So my one of the things my mom would like to complain was that why did we give you a phone? You don't even use it for its like main purpose. Now the only reason why I wouldn't pick up a phone is because either it's charging and I'm on on another level, or it's out of battery. I am now attached to it. Yeah. Ah. Uh. Oh, and right after the stream, um, you know how in the beginning of the stream, you guys couldn't hear Nico. That was because I forgot to turn on the. I'm using desktop audio for the voice. Maybe there's probably a more accurate version to get like specifically Discord audio, but I use the desktop audio for then. And uh, the desktop audio, I forgot to turn it on. That's why I was so confused. Like we couldn't hear him, so I just started altering around with like other audios, and then I realized the desktop audio wasn't on. It's so hard playing around with it. It isn't attached to my phone. I'm watching this on my phone. Hell yeah, that's how we like it. Bring portable screen. Let's go. I feel like a good little portable screen. Ahem. Blah blah. Oh yeah. Where is my? Oh wait. Hold on. Drink. I get thirsty so easily lately. I don't know why. Mm. I need to hydrate more regularly. I have this 1 liter bottle. And it has the different notes, the different what do you call it? The different measurements for each 100 milliliter. So I take that through the day. I I say okay, for every hour I'll take 100 milli, and I know this, and that's like 10 hours, and it's like yeah, 100 milli for and for 10 hours, one each 10 hours seems legit. Wait, they said 8 cups. Wait, how much water should I drink in a day? And that's what? 3 point, no, 11.5 cups, 2.7 liters of fluid a day. I am totally hydrated, guys. I am the most hydrated I've ever been. I drink half the amount I'm supposed to drink in a day. But I don't know, I don't know if it's just me. Do you guys have those moments where suddenly, like, you randomly just want to drink a lot of water? Like, you're not particularly thirsty or anything. You're just like, I'm craving some water, and you just chug it right down. Because there are some days where I just go, oh yeah, a bit of a sip is fine, or other days I just forget to drink water for 5 hours. Um, Either that, or I will drink like a bottle an hour. There's no in between. I drink like 8 cups of coffee a day or tea. How I would not be able to handle the caffeine. That's another form of hydration. That's another form of hydration. Tea. I'd love to chug 8 cups of tea every day. The caffeine would not be good for my my rush though. Excuse me. Excuse me. Because I drink tea. It's just only recently, anytime I drink tea or coffee or anything like caffeine related, um, it makes me just go on a rush for maybe 30 minutes. Then I just go down in the dumps for the rest of the day. I rely on coffee to stay awake, though I don't know if it works anymore. Yeah, that's what most people say. Like for the caffeine, I heard that caffeine in tea is stronger though. That's what I heard anyway. So I drink coffee sometimes just to get used to it because I'm not a coffee drinker. That's one. Two, I could not handle the taste and the trauma from the trauma is probably a bad way to put it, but the strong bitter aftertaste from that time stayed in my head. So never had a good impression of coffee since then. Uh, but you know, as you grow older, more people drink coffee, and sometimes you want to fit in. You know, maybe there was that. You know, as a kid, you'll grow up and change taste. So I tried coffee again. I ordered a flat white. I realized I still don't like coffee. Then I was recommended this coffee. It's a Korean brand, like it's one of the sachets. It's called Maxim, and they have 3 different levels of it. There's like the white, the medium, and like the original. The original is like, yeah, your standard cup of coffee with cream and stuff, I guess. Milk powder. The white one is flat white, and I call it the yellow, the yellow one because it's just yellow in package. Because the white one is cream, the package is cream. The yellow is the medium one, and the red one is the original one. I've never tried the original, but the white one was really good. I think it's just because they had a lot of sugar in it. They really balanced the sugar, and the coffee tastes really well. Like I enjoy the smell of coffee. I don't really enjoy the taste of it, but the sugar in that packet really helped me get a bit more used to it. But it never ended well for me that anytime I drink coffee because it just makes me like have this sugar rush, the kids equivalent to a sugar rush, and then you have the sugar crash, and I can do stuff for the first hour, and for the rest of the day, it's a fat no. It's a fat no. It doesn't even like keep me awake. I still yawn. I still find myself wanting to sleep. Yeah, so I can't rely on coffee to stay awake. I just probably need more sleep in general. It's so hard to get used to caffeine. At one point it was more of a I did do tea. Tea did help more, but I don't know when it started. But the caffeine in tea started hitting me just as bad as coffee did, and it makes me sad because I really enjoy tea, and it's more of a comforting feel. And back when I was still with my parents, still living with my parents, if I didn't feel like drinking milk, I would drink tea instead. And there's this really specific tea called sariwangi that I really enjoy the taste of. It's hard to explain though, but uh, my family was I was living in a really big house with my entire extended family. Um, and that side of the family was quite religious. Um, and we needed the tea for praying. And yeah, sometimes I don't like you don't drink the remainder because like the ashes of like the incense would fall into it, and I don't think that's very healthy. But I would like take the leftover tea bags and make a good cup of sariwangi leftover for myself. And it has this very nostalgic taste. I haven't found it here. I guess the equivalent may or may not be Lipton because I've seen Lipton boxes at home, but I don't think that's the exact one that we use. I drink early breakfast. Blah, blah. What the heck is early breakfast? I drink an English breakfast now to as like the substitute, and I just put in some milk. I put in some tea, milk and sugar, and there we go. Bada bing, bada boom. We have a good cup of tea right there. Oh, but what's funny the other day I was visiting my friend at work, and he had this entire thermos of tea, and he's like, "Go on, if you need a drink, just take a drink." So I took a quick sip of it, right? And it was so good. And he said he just like dumped four bags of black tea, 9 spoons of sugar, and like a random amount of milk. And honestly, I think that's just the best way to cook. Just randomly throw shit in. it, it would have been too much for me. Hold on. It would have been like way too much tea for me to finish alone too, and I wouldn't want to like carry it on to the next day because uh if you carry it on for the next day, it probably wouldn't be as nice. I don't know. I've never tried overnight tea before, except for like bubble tea, I guess, because there were times where we would order bubble tea like late in the evening, but I didn't want to drink it because I was afraid I would not be able to sleep that night. So I'd leave it overnight, and I don't know if you've had boba. And overnight boba is just not good. But it's better I would sleep nicely and have bad boba in the next morning than have good boba but just like struggle in sleeping and not be able to do anything. We just grow a little bit. But yeah. Um, that's probably the only leftover tea, and it's not too bad like milk tea, overnight milk tea. But I'm not sure if like the tea bags. Yeah. Mhm. And that's my story of tea. That's my tea story. That's my story. Ah, yeah. I sleep regardless. That's nice. I wish for that. I had this kind of like there's this time where um Thai milk tea was really hyped up at one point in my life, and so we were going out before it was this is obviously pre-pandemic. This was like long ago. There's we went out and there was Thai tea, and the Thai tea was the new thing, and I actually really liked it. So yeah, I asked for it, and but instead of asking for the regular Thai tea, I asked for the matcha Thai tea. So that's like two combined teas. So if the math works, the caffeine gets multiplied by twice, and it was a Sunday, and you have things to do the next day. I could not sleep until 2 a.m. and I was struggling so bad because it was like I was drifting in and out of consciousness, but I knew I wasn't asleep, and I kept checking the time, and it felt like one time it would feel like 5 hours, but no, it was like 5 minutes. But another time I checked, suddenly it jumped to like 2 a.m. in the morning, and I'd never been so confused about the time and space in my life. I was like, am I traveling through time? Is this what it's like to time travel? Just a sudden burst in caffeine. And I was already warned about it that the caffeine would just like rush through and I would not be able to sleep, but I did not give a shit. I was like, nah, that's cap, that's cap. I just glugged the entire I think it was like 1 liter. It's pretty big. Yeah, it's like they gave like 1 liter servings. I just glugged the entire 1 liter, and it's like it's 4 p.m. It'll be fine. I'll be fine. No, I was not fine. I was not fine. I can sleep if it's coffee. I've had coffee at like 9 p.m. and I still slept like a baby. But I think it's because there was a lot of sweetener, so it just kind of cut out the coffee at the time. I believe. Yeah, 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 yeah. So it's just tea. So I try to make sure I don't have tea anytime before lunch. Lunch is probably the last time I'll touch tea, or 2 or 3 p.m. That's become my new standard for it. Yeah. I do like there are other teas I do partake in. Like what's it? I like mint. It gives a refreshing. Oh, and like lemon ginger. That's probably the only other tea I would regularly drink. There was the chamomile I did do a while back, but I stopped because I got lazy to look out for it. Tea is nice. Tea is so nice. Tea is very nice. Just not if I want to sleep, and I do really need more sleep lately. I've been getting so tired, even though I've been getting like 8 hours regardless. I still wake up really exhausted. And I think I read like literally just a while ago that mm, that like people wake up at random times because like maybe the body's used to it, so it's stress hormones that like wake you up. And I was like, oh, so I've been waking up due to stress all this time. Ah, minty, yeah, minty. Well, not exactly like they don't take the mint leaves and like brew it. They don't like steep the mint as a tea. It's like it's probably like a black tea and they put mint in it. I don't have it very often. It's just something that's I barely have, but if I see it, I will likely order it. Please make sure you get enough sleep. I am trying. I will try. I've been waking up like I used to set myself to wake up at 7 a.m. every day because that's when I actually feel productive, but then like I get tired and I sleep in until 9. But now I'm trying to get up at 8 and it's been working better for me. It's better to find an intermediate to sleep at 8. Mm-hmm. Because it used to be I needed exactly 8 hours and then I would wake up really nice and fresh, but then it turned to 6 hours. 8 hours became too long and 6 hours was just the right amount of time for me to wake up nice and fresh. Um, but now it's just been there's nothing. It's just you're gonna sleep. If you wake up, you're going back to sleep, and you're gonna only get out of bed once you feel guilty enough. Yeah. Wouldn't be surprised if I woke up randomly because of stress. God, I love waking up at 2 a.m. randomly just to see it is still 2 a.m. Thank God, and I just flunk back to sleep. Wakes up again 6 a.m. That's still 1 hour. Goes back to sleep. Wakes up 6:54. I have 6 minutes. Then it's 7. I don't have to leave until 8. I'll sleep in until 7:30. Wakes up 7:30. Actually gets out. Realizes I forgot my lunch when I leave. Runs back in. Time management is good. I love having shitty time management. Oh my god. Oh my god. I gotta talk with my mom lately. And she's like, "You look kind of stressed lately." I'm like, "Do I?" She's like, Maybe you could cut down on the streaming a little bit." And I'm like, "Over my dead body." Because I feel like this is one of the few things that actually let me wind down and like let myself go. If I'm not doing if I'm not like otherwise outside of streaming, I just like stressing over the most random things. 勉強したくないわ。何も勉強したくない。勉強するのが本当にむずいよね。やだもう、何もしたくないよもう。Sometimes I don't leave for college until I'm 30 minutes late because I got no reason to get out of bed. I feel you. I feel you so bad. Especially with like the pandemic things and they have like online lectures now. The urge to just not go and just watch the recording is I can imagine how much better it is to do so. Uh Getting out of bed is so lame, like I have appointments and stuff and I'm like if I calculate the bus time and the time it gets there and I get up barely at this time, I would barely be able to make it. But I'm the type of person who prefers to get to places early. I can't stand being late. It makes me like really anxious if I'm late. It makes me worry like, oh god, what if they hate me? Oh god, what if they don't let me in? Oh, what if I miss so much stuff? So I try to leave earlier, and sometimes I get there like 1 hour early, and I have nothing to do for 1 hour. But then there are other times where I just leave so late, and I barely arrive on time, or I'm a few minutes late, and I realize no one actually gives a shit if you're late. And it's only me. Yeah, me being late. It's okay if you're late as long as you're there. No, because I actually do animal care, so I have to do actual farm work. Oh yeah, there's those things. In the end, it's your own time management. You got this. As much as I would like to give advice about time management, I am the last person you should ask for time management. There'd be due dates that were given, like you'd have 4 weeks to work on it, and I work on it on the last week. I remember having this one project in high school. Um, I think we had 4 weeks. No, like 2 to 4 weeks to work on it. No, it was a 2 week. It was a 2 week assignment, right? So, uh, I had other things to do, like my mental health. And I did not do the assignment all until like 2 days left. So I pulled two all-nighters for the assignment with like 4 hours of sleep each day until I finished it. And I had a shit mark on that project, but I did not care. As long as I had it done, I was like, fair enough, but it's done. I did nothing, but I got so much to do. Wind down. That's why we're here. We're here to wind down until we have our mind clear and be able to do the things we gotta do later. Hello, Susan. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing all right. Hope you stick around and join the chat. Yeah, caused me great amounts of back pain. Have you tried doing like yoga exercises? If you did have the time, though. Because there are these things. In Indonesian we call it kayang. Kayang. It's like a back bridge. I usually do that when I need to crack my back, and it does give a nice back stretch to the back. It's probably the worst approach to do it though. So like from the floor, you just kind of like bend outwards. You make yourself a rainbow. You make yourself become a rainbow, and you just kind of do that for a while until your head Nah, I just do it for like 8 seconds and then I get back down and I rest on the floor. Yeah. Kaya, kayang, kayang. So it's Kayang. Um, no, not the coconut jam, not the jam, not the toast jam. Toto. Um, it's the bridge. Wait, let me get this honorary picture of. It's like this. Uh, let me get the picture. It's a bendy back. Yeah, bendy back. Not the coconut jam. I love the coconut jam though. I love kaya. Kaya is so good. If I went to a kopitiam, I go, I order kaya and toast. It's nice with a good cup of teh tarik. So good. Image. Ito OS. This. This. Yeah. I used to do this every day because I used to join like extracurricular activities for gymnastics in like grade 3, and they taught us to do this. But instead, like from the floor, you'd be from the standing position and you'd like fall back. So it's like you're straight and you fall back on your own. We did that on mattresses and it was pretty scary. I used to be able to do it, but now I can handle it better. But I have to use my hand to support my back. I saw Sing Chiu's English VA sing Bad Apple and it was epic. Oh, that's cute. Sin, I'll assume that's Sing Chiu. Yeah. Yeah. I mostly follow the but I really love Yun and Xiao's Chinese VA. I followed him for a little bit um when he did covers of like Phony and what was it? There was this other one. I maybe no. I mostly followed him for his Phony cover. It was really good. It was so cute. Oh yeah, Teh Tarik and Kaya Butter Toast. Hell yeah, good shit, good stuff. Oh, I also what was it? Those rice noodle things. Chung ho. It's not hor fan. It's not hor fan. Chung the white rice noodle things with the the soy sauce, and sometimes they have prawns inside or like the Chinese croutons. I always forget what they're called, but I always will order those. Those are so good. God, I love them. I haven't found them. Only if I go to like dim sum or something, or dim sum or yum cha, and I see them on the tables, I will just take one and inhale it. I love it so much. Isn't that really hard? I think we're bound to break from doing it from standing. It's not. It takes practice. If first you need to make like get used to your back being bendy, so you have to chung fan. You have to get used to like your back like being in the bent position. So you start off from the ground, and once your back doesn't actually like hurt from being a rainbow or a bridge, that's when you slowly work from the back. It's not your back that hurts. It's your head, because you need to have that confidence for your hand to reach out on the floor. Otherwise, you're gonna smack your head into the floor and you're gonna get brain guts all over. Yeah. So we did that on a mattress. We had this really thick mattress, and I landed on my head many times, and I was never been more thankful for a mattress in my life. Um, so it took practice, but it's just the thing is more of a confidence thing of whether you could put your hand down. Wouldn't you fall? First few times, you know. But the instructor would support our backs in the beginning. So when we would slowly move to the back, I forget I'm 2D, so I can't show, but slowly we'd like move our head backwards, and she'd hold our back along as we made the curvature. So it slowly curved until we reached our hands out onto the floor and made sure our hands could support our entire body naturally. So and she would like catch our slowly it went from she would hold our back the entire way to catching our back as we would free fall backwards until it just she just never held our back anymore, and we'd smack our heads on the mattress several times. But yeah, eventually you just learn to just reach your arm out. I can't do it anymore, like free falling back. I have to use my arm to support my back to keep it in place. But I can still I can do it without going straight from the floor now. Yeah. I also use a mattress. I like confidence in general. Mwah. Don't we all lack that little bit of confidence? Confidence is a hard thing to build. That's why I've seen that exercise. They do say exercise helps build up the confidence because I think it's a the the visual um the visual results are a lot easier to see. This is just my take on it. Like if you do exercise and at first you're a bit on the you're a bit on the rounder side, the more cuddly side. But you don't want to be cuddly. You want to be strong and there. Uh, the results kind of show a little bit better. Like you can actually see the difference. But like in like more skilled based things, you actually need like a really specific situation before you can tell. Oh yeah, I'm doing things right. Excuse me. Which is why I never did too well with like mm, with subjects that required more free thinking because um I was very worried it would turn out wrong. Like for maths or science, for example, there is a definite answer because there are facts. The facts built the facts build things, and if it's correct, it will be correct. But for more like free thinking things where anything goes, like like English writing, for example, there's no like guideline to follow, and even if they do give guidelines, it's not necessarily the best option. um and sometimes you go do what you want, but people tell you no, this is not what we want. Like the grades say no, you're doing it wrong. So you start thinking, so if there's no model to it but what you're doing itself is wrong, how do I have the confidence to do what I want? And I think that's just one of the I core things that actually contribute to confidence, which is why I can see why when people say school is not for them, it's completely understandable because like the system it builds in, especially confidence, it makes or breaks your character in general. Like if you're bad in the free thinking subjects and you also can't really follow the systems in like subjects that actually have a correct answer, how are you supposed to have any confidence to do anything at all, right? And that's when people kind of start building a reliance on others' opinions to know whether they're doing it right or wrong. Yeah, it's really tough trying to break out of that shell where you tell yourself, no, I am doing things right. It's just that it's what other people do. It's not necessarily what everyone wants, but you are right in your own way. I used to put my legs on the swing and then swing myself upside down. Fortunately, hit myself. How do you swing upside down? Wait, what? Oh, wait. There was enough room space? How'd you get enough room space for your entire body and the swing between the floor and the swing? Girl, I mean, the most extravagant thing I probably did on the swing was yeet myself off the string once it got high enough. The swing, once it got high enough, and like it's like those far jumps but swing version. And the worst I had was probably like eat sand with that texture. Sand texture, love it. But swinging upside down, was it like a pole thing? How do you say it? It's like those gymnastic pole swings. You know how in gymnastics they have those poles? Is it something like that? Because if it feels like that, it makes sense, I guess. Because the kind of swing I'm imagining is those big chain swings that have like the black seats, the black random plastics swing. Hold on. These ones. Can I copy paste an image? Can you copy paste images into? I can't copy paste images into. Okay, I gotta save all these pictures. What I'm imagining is this swing. This is the swing I was imagining. But if to swing upside down, hold on. You'd need those pole things. I forgot what they're called. Like, I can't find a good picture of it. I do not know how to describe it. Oh, maybe it's called a rope swing. Hold on. Rope swing. That is not the rope swing I'm looking for. The ones that look like flying foxes. It's probably a weird way. Hold on. I'm just taking pictures here and there. Ignore the half naked men, but we're looking at this. We're looking at this swing. Yeah, something like that. If it was that kind of makes more sense. That makes sense to be able to hang upside down, I guess. Ignore the half naked men. That's not what we're here for. The ropes at the strings are for higher grade, like 8th grade, and that's grade 3 at the time. Oh my, you were brave. You were brave, little grade 3. I respect you for that. Oh my god. I remember when I was in grade 1, 2? Grade 1, 2. We had playgrounds, yeah. You know, gotta give the kids a place to play, yeah. We had monkey bars. Yeah, got the little kids explore the inner monkey. Am I right? They gotta go ooh ah ah, right? Return to monkey. And when they said return to monkey on the monkey bars, I really returned to monkey. So we had all these tricks, you know, hanging up upside down, flinging your legs up to the bar, hanging upside down, climbing in between the bar so you could be on the top instead of like going like swinging from the bars. Yeah. So I would always have this image. Back when I was in grade 2, I would always have this image of myself swinging backwards and forwards. It was like I'd go from the starting position of the monkey bar, hang myself upside down on the next bar, but then flip myself 180. So it's like I'm upside down, my back face. Then I'll turn in the direction. I'll curve in the direction where my back is facing, and then I'll grab the next bar that way. That was what I imagined myself doing. I never managed to do it because I had weak back, I guess. My body was not flexible enough to do like a whole semicircle at the time, I guess, or I was too short for it. And the teachers would always like call you out for hanging upside down because it's dangerous for year ones and year twos. Like, shut up, you're just old, you can't do it. We de-evolve, we de-evolve. Ooh, ah, unga bunga. And yeah, but I can't now. I no longer have the grip. I used to have like calluses and not bruises. Like, what do you call it? Um, I'd have blisters. I had a lot of blisters, and my hands were really rough. But when I moved, they didn't have playgrounds here because the kids don't play at playgrounds. Kids study. Kids go study outside of school. We have tuitions. Oh my god! When I moved, you go from school from 8 to 3, then 3 to 6 there's like tuition, and when you get home, that's when you played. But we didn't have monkey bars at home, so I climbed the stairs like there. Excuse my yawn. There were like stair extensions, like you know how some stairs they have a bit of and a bit of extruding part on the side, which gives you a bit of place to grip. Yeah, so I'd grab those and grip my way along up. Yeah, I climb up that way. That was my replacement for monkey bars until the family would tell you, no, you're a girl. Stop. You shouldn't be doing that. And I thought, and you know, what's a year three supposed to do? Say, yell no at the five big men trying to threaten you for your childishness. No, I was a tiny kid. I was a tiny kid. I couldn't do shit, so I had to stop. No free days because of tuitions. I know, right? Yeah, only days you'd had free was Saturday and Sunday, and it was hard to go out because it was like big city, and the streets of Indonesia are pretty sussy. So it was hard to go out as you wish. I had to tell my parents every single detail. And honestly, you know, when you were a kid, you kind of like look at them and be like, "Why do you need to know every single detail of my plans? Like, why can't I just say, hey, yo, I'm going out. Let me go, and just leave?" But to be fair, if I saw a grade four kid like wanting to go out and not telling the details, I'd be worried as hell. Like, what time you coming home? What time you coming home? When you gonna be home? What is the time that I can assume you're not kidnapped? Basically, and it's not like I was very helpful either in making my parents feel safe about my location because I would never pick up my phone because I left it on do not disturb out of pure habit. It was thank thank you mom, thank you dad for putting up with my bullshit of not answering your phone calls. Yeah. I mean, it's not like I really needed those free days to go out anyway. I didn't have that many friends. Anyway, anyway, we're moving on. Oh my god, why did we have to go to sad topics? Why we go sad topics? Let's move on to a happier topic. What's happier? What makes people happy nowadays? What would be a better topic? It doesn't help because the anime Kotaro is alone. Oh no, it's called Kotaro Lives Alone. Yeah, and basically it's about a kid whose mom had postpartum depression and the father kind of just left him. I only discovered it today, so I might be wrong plot wise. Um, but it's like so sad to see the kid, but he's like so smart, so it kind of balances everything as well. But there's that sadness where he is living in an apartment on his own, and he's like what 4 years old. But all his neighbors act as his guardians, but his guardians all share some kind of traumatic past that he himself has faced before, which is probably a lot for a 4 year old to take in, and it's pretty good. I'm actually gonna probably start watching the series like after this when I have more free time, because I'm still working on the cover that I'll post because I have 7 more until we can celebrate the achievement of the goal of 100. Yeah. That's how it is. I am thirsty. I'm very thirsty. I'm gonna take a swig of my drink. Stay hydrated, everybody. Glug glug. Like that? Like the glug glug. Ah. Wait, it's already been 15 minutes? What the heck? I didn't even notice. Dang, time flies real fast. I had no idea. This is probably the most I've ever talked in a like straight hour. Oh my god. It's been a lot less gaps than usual though. Like I remember the first one, it was just me blabbing on about art and I just stayed silent for a good minute or two. But now it's just 30 seconds, guys. It's just 30 seconds. Isn't that so good? Oh yeah, I've been thinking about changing like how I stream lately. I don't know if I should do I'm not sure if I want to stick to schedules anymore. I might actually just make it regular that I stream at um 9 p.m. my time, and I'll just. Would you mind teaching us Japanese? Sorry to ask all of a sudden. I'd love to. I'm still not really good at it, and my basics are probably not very good because I picked up my basics from anime. So I still don't have the rules for it flat down. But I will try my best. Hold on. Let's see if I can. Let's see if I can do something about it. Eh, eh. こっちじゃない、ちょっと待って. I didn't think I would be using this today, so I did not prepare this screen at all. Let's bring you guys along with me. Let's bring you guys along with me. Um, hold on. Ignore the fact that it says Stardew Valley there. That was from the other. That was from yesterday. Is it gonna show? I'm not sure if MS Paint will show here. Otherwise, I'll probably have to do display. It's not showing. I don't want to do a display thing because I'm kind of worried. Okay, let me try my best on this. Let's see how the OBS works. It says I can. Maybe I have to save the file first. Nihongo. Okay, I'm gonna do the funny. Will MS Paint not even show? Oh no, the immersion's gone. Okay, hopefully this is gonna be fine. Okay, so I'm gonna teach how to introduce yourself in Japanese, and I'm gonna give you the sentence structures to see. Okay? Now the way if you want, I don't know, what do you want to learn? What do you want to learn? What do you want to learn? Can I write with a mouse? Oh shoot, I forgot. Nihon go benkyou. Yo. 私の日本語はとってもペラペラです。私に信じてください。So this is one word, Nihongo, and this is Benkyo. Yeah? The kanji, or the Chinese characters, would be this. Okay, this is read as ni. This is read as hon. Separately, ni, this can be read as he. This is the hiragana. It can be read as he or nichi, I think. Call me out if I'm wrong, please. And it means day. or sun, I think. Um, Hold on, let me kind of alter this. You will see the OBS. Here. And this you can be read as Hong. Yeah, which means book. Yeah. But that's not what actually it means. It's just what it means like individually. Yeah. Benkyo means to study. Oh, frick, do I remember the kanji? Oh my god, writing with a mouse is so hard. There. Ben. Oh, what is kyo? I'm trying. Benkyo. This means to study. Alright, there you go. So, oh, and there's also go, which means language. So let's put that here. I'm trying to write with my mouse. Excuse me. And this means language. Okay? So together, Nihongo Benkyo, which means Japanese study. Alright? If you first you want to start off with how to read hiragana and katakana. Yeah? I need to make this bigger. Size. Maybe it's just better to do this and cut. Okay, we do that, right? First is hiragana and katakana. Now, hiragana is the Japanese reading. No, it's like mostly for Japanese readings. So there, I don't remember everything off my head. There's the a, I, u, e, o. They're all like vowel sounds. So a, and it's not like e, I, o, u. English is a, e, I, o, u, but in Japanese it's a, I, e, u, e, o. A, I, u, e, o. I don't know why. I will never. I will not question why either. A, I, u, e, o. Okay, these are the basics. This is hiragana. Hiragana. Mostly for Japanese readings, you can also see the people call it furigana when you see like tiny versions of these on top of Japanese kanji. Basically, it just means furigana is just like the how to read a kanji, and that would be the implication. You will always want to start off here if you are actually seriously trying to understand, be able to read Japanese. Search up hiragana katakana charts, or just search up a hiragana chart. They will show. And it will always be in a, I, u, e, o form, but not all like starters. So there will be like the next one after a, I, u, e, o. There's ka, ki, ku, ke, ko, ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. Okay. Excuse the terrible writing, but yeah, it's like that. And there'll be like sashi suseso, but they won't have like a si kind of sound. It'll be shi. I don't know why. But there are some hiragana that won't have like other sounds like how do I say like y, ya. They don't have a e. They don't have ya, yi, you, ye, yo. They don't have a ye. Because the ye kind of gets combined. They use like a smaller version. So there's ya, ya, uh, ya, you. How do I write you? I forgot how to write you. Anyway, yeah, you, yo. I remember yo. I remember you in katakana though. I may or may not be the same. I don't remember. But yeah. So just take that into mind. Some of them will not have e or i, but majority will have the ai with oral form. Just search up a hiragana katakana chart; they'll all be there. I never remembered it, but at least get to the. You would like to at least reach the level where you can at least recognize it if you see it. You don't have to memorize it off your heart. Just when you can see it. All right, that's hiragana. Now katakana is more for borrowed words, and when I say borrowed words, it's like words that they take from other languages. So, for example, in Japanese, Japanese word for camera is camera. They don't have like a specific word for it, so it's just camera, and they write it like this: ka me ra. Okay, this is katakana. It's a bit more. I like to explain it more as the more boxy. Is the more boxy form of hiragana. That's just my take on it. So like a would be a, then I is this, u, u is this, I, u, e, frick, how's it? I think, wait, yeah, e is this, e, and o. I may or may not be wrong. I still cannot remember my katakana off by heart, but I consider it off. So this for like more English words or like German. I don't know, like words they borrow from other languages. Yeah, this is called katakana. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, you could start off with. You would have to start off with hiragana, and once you manage to do that, you could probably move on to katakana. You'll get confused between trying to remember each one, but don't worry, you'll get there. Um, and once you get the hang of these two, that's when you can move on to kanji, which is the Chinese characters that they use, the more complicated ones. So instead of writing like hon, hold on, hon, you would write these. Now I can't really teach kanji because there's a lot of them. That's one, and two, I did study Chinese before it, so it comes a bit easier for me. So I can't give any tips on how to improve your kanji other than reading articles. Yeah, that's the basis. That's if you want to start in Japanese. Now, if you want to do sentences, I do not have my grammar structures down. I do not have grammar. I do not have my grammar fully understood. Oh, I did not mean to crop that. Let's cut that. But yeah, I could probably do like introductions. So if you'd like to introduce yourself, it'll be watashi wa name. That is the simplest form. Watashi wa name desu. So watashi wa your name desu. Okay. Watashi is like a very general. It's like a pretty gender neutral pronoun. So that is gender neutral pronoun. But boys or like girls who may prefer to or may associate them with a bit of a more masculine energy will use boku. very manly dudes may use ore. And ore is very informal, so it's like very casual. So most, yeah, but it's usually used when you're more comfortable with the people. And atashi is when you really resonate with your feminine energy, and it's also pretty casual. There are also like more other pronouns that kind of indicate, like, I guess, your time era. There's one called oira, and if you use the Japanese dub for Pokemon, what the fuck is Pokemon? Not what the I mean, if you use the for Genshin and you listen to Paimon, you would hear Paimon say oira a lot. That's how Paimon refers to herself. It's my last exposure to oira would be probably when I was watching Kaito Joker, and it was a ninja character that used it. Mm-hmm. So it's a more old timey thing. There's also Sesha. Kazuha uses this. Sesha. And it's like for the really traditional Japanese, like really traditional Japanese. You really like, you are the idea of Japan kind of thing. Yeah. This is like the particle is like is. It means is. Yeah. That's your name. Des is more of like an implication to say I am being polite with you. Mm. You could just say watashi wa name. You could say that, but if you want to be a bit more polite, you would have to do the des. So if like in Japanese characters, it would be like this one character represents watashi wa. Now people get confused with this one because this is the hiragana for ha. It's generally read as ha. But in this context, when it's used as a particle, it's used as wa. I don't know why. It probably got explained to me before, but I just do not remember. Okay, so it's watashi wa, your name, then des. If you've been in anime long enough, you probably know how to read that. So des is not like a like, oh my god, that's so cute, desu. No, shut up, shut the fuck up, you fucking weeb, shut up. It's an actual particle, alright? Get it in your heads. Alright, so for me, it would be like, watashi wa Liso desu. And that's how you would introduce yourself in the simplest form available. So in today's lesson of Japanese, we covered on what characters you should study, the types of characters available in Japanese, hiragana, katakana, and kanji, what order you should study them, where you should find them, Google, and how to introduce yourself. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that very, very short Japanese lesson. Alright, let's get back here. Yeah. And you can see why I am not made out to be a teacher. Oh my god. I wish I could teach more. I'm still learning how to study Japanese fluently. I've been thinking of maybe like fitting in a Japanese stream every week just to practice my speaking. It's not even for content, like just to reach out. Not even just to reach out, it's just to practice my speaking skills because it's hard to find more people to practice with. And I guess I could monologue in Japanese, but I have this very bad habit of like repeating mistakes I do. Like if I think thoroughly, I would be able to understand. I know what to say, but otherwise I commit the same mistakes. So I might do Japanese talking streams, or like I might play games where I talk Japanese. But for the sake of those who do watch me regularly and don't understand Japanese, of course I will translate everything I say right afterwards. Yeah. It's just more for a self thing. Yeah. だから多分私は、毎週、1回毎週、配信で1回だけ日本語で話そうと思います。 Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the plan. Um, and I've just been thinking of changing my streaming schedule, my streaming pattern in general, because um, one, I'm running out of illustrations to put on my schedule. Oh my god, I'm running out of those. That's one. Uh, Two, I just feel like I have a bit more freedom in what I want to do, because sometimes I'm feeling like Stardew Valley today, for example, but I have another game scheduled instead. So I don't know. I might change. I don't know yet. Maybe for like more important things, I might. Or like if I run out of games that I regularly want to play, I might just go as I wish. I don't even know how many people check my schedule, to be honest. I also get the times wrong. I thought I was streaming at 9 today because of out of habit, but then I checked the schedule again. I was like, oh my god, it says 4. What are you, an idiot? So I actually might resort. No, I could probably do just um I could probably just put up waiting rooms like right after one stream, and then yeah, it'll be there for the entire day until I'm actually streaming. Yo, we'll see. We'll see. Because things have been getting a bit busy for me on my side, so I need to accommodate for not just for myself, but so I don't inconvenience you guys so much when I have sudden changes. Hmm. Yeah, that's probably how it's gonna go. I hope you guys don't mind. Mm, yeah. All right. That might be it for today's stream, I guess, for today's talking stream. It's a lot of talk. I did not expect to go as long as I did. Yeah, I probably had a bunch of more things. Yesterday I was so tempted to do a tweetcast right after the collab, but I was worried I'd run out of things to say for today's stream, so I refrained. I refrained. It was nice to just chat about a bunch of other topics and Japanese. I might do a Japanese teaching. I might actually do a Japanese or language learning stream. I was planning to do one next week, but I was wondering whether I should do one for Japanese or should I do one for like another language. I've been thinking of doing French. Mm-hmm. Mm. Alright. So yeah, I'll probably end stream now. So yeah, thank you so much to everyone who popped in and made time to just join me and chat along about all the random things. I'm gonna watch the VOD and see how long I talked on about tea, because I swear that took up like half the stream. I'm gonna take a look at it. It seems pretty funny. Yeah. So as usual, if you enjoyed the stream, please leave a like, and if you aren't already, and if you'd like to see more of my content, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. Yeah. So no stream tomorrow, sadly. I got things to do. But I'll be back on Thursday with some Friday Night Funkin', I believe. Yeah, I'll be trying Friday Night Funkin' as a recommendation from. And I heard it's a rhythm game, so let's get it down, guys. Yeah, as usual, stay hydrated, go take a walk, refresh your mind. I hope you managed to wind down, and if you got some things to do, I hope you managed to get on with them, as I will also get on with mine. So yeah, thank you so much everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next stream. Liso, bye bye!